just be a perception that my fingers give me. This would have to be confirmed on a thyroid sonar, which is very important. The rest of the thyroid feels very soft and rubbery. It's not very hard. It is movable. It doesn't feel to be connected to the skin at all. It feels warm to the touch, which is typical of a hypothyroid mass. And over here in the midline, you can feel the isthmus, and if necessary, if there was a pyramidal lobe involved, you would probably feel that enlarged as well. Okay, I'm now quite happy that I think this is a type of a fairly symmetrical enlargement. I would have to investigate this hard nodule that I feel on the left-hand side more closely with my further investigations. Let me just talk about the nodule and what I feel. It is important to describe each nodule as you examine it as well. This nodule feels probably about ½ centimeter in size. It's a little bit harder than the surrounding tissue, which makes me think that it could be a nodule. It's important also when examining the neck to make sure that there are no palpable lymph nodes involved, because that would be important to indicate any reactive changes or metastatic lymph nodes in a cancer. I feel no lymph nodes involved. We feel underneath submandibular glands and everywhere in the neck to see if there are any palpable lymph nodes. The lymph nodes, if they do become involved, often get first ones to enlarge are those below the thyroid in level 6 of the neck, which is below the thyroid, between the sternomastoid muscles and above the thyroid, above the sternal notch. One thing a person always forgets about is to remember to listen to the thyroid. The thyroid, especially in Graves' disease, which is most probable in this case, has a very significant bruit or a venous hum heard, and that must be listened to. So I'm going to take my stethoscope and just listen to the thyroid gland. I can hear a bruit over there, which indicates the increased blood flow that the thyroid has. Another way to look if the thyroid is growing retrosternally or is enlarging retrosternally would be to percuss the thyroid, or percuss the sternum to hear if on percussion there is any dullness, which could indicate that the thyroid was there. I'm going to ask you to lie down for me, and I will just do my percussion. As you can hear, there's no difference in sound and there's no dullness on percussion here on the sternum, on the manubrium itself. So I don't think that there's any retrosternal extension of this thyroid gland itself. You can see as she is lying here how nervous she is, and the tension that she has in her face and so on, which is then indicative of the hypothyroid function as well.